So, we get a new person for facts now.
Hey,
right?
Yeah.
La 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 la.
Chris is done with the bee facts.
Yeah, and it's actually appropriate because we just closed down our beehives for the winter.
Oh,
went through that whole thing. Broke them all
killed
down
all the
to
bees?
one box. Yeah, we
you killed them all?
I set them on fire. A few of them escaped, so I got the sniper rifle out. That was really hard.
You can snipe bees. That's fucking impressive.
But I didn't say I could snipe them. I just shoot at them.
You just got it out. Okay.
So yeah, we went through the whole breaking down the boxes.
Hitting bees with a sniper rifle.
Like holding it by the barrel and
I'm out of ammo.
them.
Yeah, so I'm happy to pass that mantle on to my bro, which I can't wait to find out what he's got cooking.
Well, I may have mentioned it already, but, like, in the past, I thought I was going to do, like, very opinionated facts, or not facts, some of these, like, silly things, but I really felt like the joke there would fall flat after a couple episodes. I wanted something sustainable. So, since Chris went with B facts, I chose C facts. All of my facts will start with the letter C. They will be revolving around something with the letter C, and or maybe something about a C.
Okay. Gotcha.
This is way more effort than anybody else put into their facts.
That's true.
The rest of us were just trying to skate by.
Fine, I'll do it. And I Googled it on Twitter.
I just screenshotted a list of theater facts, and he has to actually look up a new one every week.
Yeah, well, I do everything the best, guys.
I'm biggest.
So anyway, today's facts, since we're coming up pretty close to a day relating to it, which I could have saved this for next week, but I don't feel like it. I already looked this one up. December 13th is National Cocoa Day. So, did you guys know that it takes 5 years for a cocoa tree to produce its first seed pods?
Holy
I didn't know that.
shit.
5 years.
That
seems
freaking years.
That's a long time to wait for cocoa.
Yeah, and since I'm already here, did you also know it takes about 400 beans to make a pound of chocolate?
I didn't know that.
Beans are pretty tiny.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love chocolate, but it's even more precious now.
Chocolate's okay.
Hot cocoa. So happy National Hot Cocoa Day on the 13th.
It's not Hot Cocoa Day. It's National
It's just
Cocoa
regular
Day.
cocoa.
Oh, okay. Cold cocoa then.
No,
Cold cocoa.
God,
no,
learn
it's
to
just
listen.
room temperature Cocoa Day. No
Happy
specialties
lukewarm
added.
cocoa day.
Here's the thing: is that there's a lot of foods where I question like how they decided to make it into whatever. But cocoa is like, have you ever had the baker's chocolate or like the 90-100% chocolate bars?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's dirt.
Yeah.
It's garbage. I remember, so I like dark chocolate, but like the Hershey bars, I think they're like 60% cocoa. And I was like working my way up, trying to cut out the sugar, but also loving that chocolate. So I got all the way up to the 90%. That was crap. I settled on like the 70% or the 78% bars. I mean, they've got that dark chocolate flavor, but I want to know the person that was like, hey, let's grind this shit up and put some sugar in it.
I like to imagine they were eating like 90 to 100% chocolate, and then someone put like sugar in it at one point and got down to like 70. They go, "Hey, wait a minute, guys, we got some going over here." Like,
Chris, can I answer your question for you?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, since I already have a lot of facts about cocoa, I could tell you that the ancient tribes of the Mayan Indians were the first to discover the wonderful, enchanting properties of the cocoa bean around the year 600 AD.
Oh man!
And guess what? I knew all that
Did you know?
because I went to a chocolate museum expo at the Cincinnati Museum.
That's amazing. They
They didn't have free chocolate. That was a little disappointing.
Well, that's garbage.
And then someone was like, "Here, try this chocolate." And then the guy is milking a cow. Like,
You got chocolate in my milk. You got milk in my chocolate.
Here's the
like,
thing,
hold on,
though,
let me
like-
stop pulling on these teats of this animal.
And that man was Jonathan Hershey.
Here's the thing, though, is like, if I found out about chocolate and then like from the Mayans, I mean, I might want to go visit and say, "Hey, let me enjoy this wonderful chocolate thing that you have." But then
Then you get
I got to worry
sacrificed.
about them like dragging me up on the altar. It's ripping my heart out. Like, jeez,
All because of chocolate.
it's
We're
crazy.
a chocolate
yeah.
podcast now.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Just today, though.
Just
Speaking
today.
of chocolate,
Go
what
ahead.
happened
yeah.
last week?
That was worse than mine on the Patreon show. Hey, go visit the Patreon.
It's a good show.
yeah, what did happen last week? We made a lot of plans. I remember that.
Yeah, there was a lot of plans being made.
We went
Bought
back,
some stuff.
bought some stuff.
That's
Our
true.
dog got a name.
Can we talk
did.
about
Our
the
dog got a
new
dog.
stuff that
Hey,
we got?
how do you pronounce our dog's name, Alex?
It's Gun.
Oh,
Okay.
Gun.
You said it wrong, Chris.
I've been practicing all week. Between
Keep at it.
mouthfuls of chocolate.
You know how you
Tell
get
the
to
chocolate.
Carnegie Hall? Practice.
gun. Oh.
Practice. Let's talk about this gear, guys. I'm
Yeah.
curious.
A gun would also work to get into Carnegie Hall. I think it wouldn't last as long. But a gun would also work. Don't do that. Hypothetically speaking.
That's the fast track to Carnegie Hall.
Who
Let's
wants to
start
go
with Kevin.
first?
It's me. Let's see. I
You're an idiot.
upgraded my armor to the Specialist Defiant series, which gets my AC into the 30s.
Oh,
My KAC, to be more specific. I also added some new armor upgrades. I added a force field, which I'm pretty excited about, and a filtered rebreather, which, after looking at it, I thought it was just like, oh, you can breathe underwater, which we won't have to worry about all that much. Also gives me acid resistance 5, so that's cool. I hope I get shot by acid. That would be fun. Let's see. And then I sold a bunch of my weapons and replaced. But I still have my rad cannon, but I put a sword on it.
The cane sword.
The cane sword, to be exact. Oh, it's sword cane. It's a difference. I put a bayonet bracket on my rad cannon, so now I can make attacks of opportunity with my rad cannon. And then I bought a backpack, a magical backpack, and some spell amps, which I don't think we've used before. Maybe. I don't know.
I think we used one.
Yeah, I bought like 6 of them. A whole bunch of different spells and stuff. So we'll see if that comes into play.
my favorite
I think
thing
that's
out
it.
of all of that, Kevin, was that you got the filtered rebreather and that you're hoping to get shot by acid. Hey guys, I got a bulletproof vest. I'm hoping to get shot by bullets.
Well, I was debating on that or something else, and I'm like, I hope I actually have to use it.
And we run into a lot of. I don't think we've really run into a lot of like ballistic.
Ballistic, yeah. There's been some acid damage from the cultists, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's I mean, in Starfinder world, it makes total sense. It's just weird if you're thinking about it in real life. Like, I went and bought this. I hope I get shot. But I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
totally. That's cool that it gives you that resistance as well.
Yep. I think that's it. Oh, I bought an engineering kit.
Nice.
Just had some leftover cash.
Yeah.
This is insane.
Ryan, what did you get?
I'm a walking armory at this point.
I was.
Yeah, so my disruption rifle, I put a heavy bracket on, which I put a longsword on for my bayonet. So I can fulfill my dreams of running in, shooting, running, stabbing, then shooting, running away again. I also bought a hand cannon,
Oh, right, yeah.
So that's the thing I have now.
Like a revolver.
Kinda. And then in the loot we had like an X-gen gun, which I'm also carrying. So I have a variety of weaponry to handle almost every situation we come across. My armor did get upgraded, so I got a well-needed AC boost. I didn't really go heavy into gear. I did get a force field black though. That was also an armor upgrade.
Mm-hmm. I just realized one thing that I didn't account for is finding something to deal with incorporeal creatures.
Oh shit! Yeah, I completely forgot that as well.
So it's up to Des and her magic force field ball or whatever it is.
Force disc.
That's it. Got it in one.
Yeah. So just a lot of making me better at killing things.
Nice.
That's fun.
Like, it's just the amount of stuff that I like physically carrying shouldn't be possible. I just shouldn't have like the room for it.
Just need to slap some wheels on your armor and you just be a freaking tank.
That'd be that. I'd rather that's a Razel because I can put the gun on his shoulder as a brace and then ride on his back. Rats would probably be the better option to do that. He's tinier.
No, y'all just stack up. It'd be like Power Rangers or something.
Oh yes, Power Rangers when they use their guns. I would have watched the show more if they had guns.
They did have guns.
Did they?
They had laser guns.
Oh, I guess you're right. I meant like, the Red Ranger walks up and pulls out a Glock and just starts fucking.
That would have made it way more. I bet if they remade it, yeah.
Well, they did.
I think that's crazy that you would prefer to see them with bullets rather than lasers.
It grounds it in reality for me, so it makes it more believable.
It makes it more believable that these guys wearing jumpsuits and helmets would have a gun while they're riding around in their giant mech robots.
What did you get, Alex?
I got, I put on some of that armor that we found. It is Squad Hard Light series. It is basically the best light armor that you can have. So yeah, I'm basically a tank now. I got a bunch of serums. I got
Kevin looks excited about that.
They're all serums of sex change. Get ready. I'll be like, hey, do you guys want some tea? And start pouring a serum into it.
I don't feel so good.
Don't feel so.
I also got a thermal capacitor. This was off of the gear that we found, but a thermal capacitor Mark 1 armor upgrade, which gives me cold resistance on top of my fire resistance that I already had.
Nice.
So I almost have some resistance to all damage types. Energy damage, I should say. I think that's it. I got a bracket so that I could put my ultra thin dagger onto one of my guns.
Nice.
One of your mini pistols.
Yeah. Well, I downgraded some of my pistols.
It's turning into classic Civil War type stuff.
Yeah.
It's like freaking Starfinder. Yeah, I know. It's like in the future where we got laser beams, but we're all affixing bayonets.
Sticking. Yeah. Well, I mean, the cultists are running at us, so I feel like, we've learned, right? Like, we're like, all right, based on our prior experiences, maybe these wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah. No, it's a solid, just to be able to have a melee to take attacks of opportunity with your gun is cool. I'm glad we found that in the armory.
Yeah. Well, I've been using my tail blade, but that's a level 4 item, I think, and there's no upgrade between level 4 and level 10 for the tail blade specifically. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of just gotten outclassed. So to be able to switch over to a better blade is good.
What's the damage on that? It was D4 for the tail blade, right?
Yeah, it's 4d4 for the for the ultra thin dagger. Huge. The Hard Light series armor it's padded black jumpsuit basically on the bottom, and then it's got these it almost looks like a polyurethane plates around the outside, but I imagine since it's a hard light series armor, they're like, it's made out of like projected hard light off of the armor. So he's got like these, like a chest plate and like arm or like bracers that are just kind of like slightly hovering off of the jumpsuit part of the armor. That just kind of glow slightly, and they're like this like eerie looking like translucent green color.
That's cool.
Ooh.
And to match, Rat's also got his visor tinted that same green instead of being red.
Nice.
I'm looking at my description of my armor, and it says the Defiant series of heavy armor is the workhorse of squad armor. A formed hard shell overlays a suit of para-aramids, creating a bulky and solid protective outfit. Defiant series helmets have wide tinted visors to allow peripheral vision. What the fuck is a para-aramid?
Era.
I think you're saying pyramid wrong.
Fuck it. If we're,
I wish.
If we're reading all of ours,
I'm looking it up.
disembarkment suits, or D-suits, are
Oh, it's
designed
Kevlar.
for spacefarers who expect to leave their ship and visit a planet's surface. Most D-suits are jumpsuits or flight suits worn under reinforced breeches, heavy boots, and a thick jacket. A helmet or rebreather and a utility belt with an attached holster complete the outfit.
Huh. It's like Kevlar is what...
A pyramid.
Yeah, fibers such as Kevlar and Twaron provide outstanding
That sounds
strength
fake.
to weight properties. So it's just super light material that gives you protection.
Someone want
It
to...
has-
No, go for it.
It says it has low creep.
Brazel is now a low creep.
What color should my visor be, though?
Pink.
All right, it's pink.
Fuck yeah.
Wait, where did we get this armor?
This was off of the people that we killed in that control station where we got the board to open the gate.
Yeah, I just don't know which mine was from. Which one mine was from?
Wow. I
Yours
don't
was
know.
from it was from pink-haired AirPods lady.
Oh, there we go.
Right.
Ergo,
And
one
then
of her
we
visors pink.
resized it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's pink.
Yeah, I totally remembered that. That's why I said it.
Damn, Ryan, you're such a good role player.
Dude, I am the fucking best. No one can top me.
All right, so who wants to describe my freebooter armor? I've had it for a while, though. It's nothing fancy.
Didn't you just get new stuff, though?
I got an
No,
armor
I don't-
upgrade, but I didn't
Yeah,
get new
her-
armor.
Oh, I thought...
Her armor was already better than whatever was left that we didn't
Okay.
pick through already.
Free.
I think freebooter armor is literally like a leather jacket and like
Yeah.
heavy pants. Like it just looks
It
like
features an armored jacket or breastplate, heavy boots and gloves, numerous straps and hidden weapons, and a helmet.
like Raquel just looks like a biker chick this whole time. Like she started out wearing a suit, like a legit business suit, and now looks like a biker.
But I
She's
still
gonna go back.
She's changed so much.
She's gonna go back to the office like on like the Monday after we get back, and she's gonna walk into her her office building with like this get up on, and they're like, "Oh, welcome back," and then she's like, "Oh, everything go okay?" And she's just like, "Yeah."
But she acts like a biker chick.
Yeah, she acts
normal
like a biker chick, so
conversation
she, like,
now.
Starts spitting on the floor.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, but I do still have my my little suitcase, whiplash or not
Tacklash.
tacklash, whiplash.
That's what
That
you
you
call
never
the
use.
suitcase.
By the way, this is real random. Alex, that's the name of the movie you were looking for.
Holy shit, you're right, it is.
Okay, back to the episode.
All right, what did you
Big.
get, Dez?
All right. Well, from the loot, I was able to do an armor upgrade similar to Ryan, which is that black force field. Did he really say what that was, or?
I didn't.
Okay. Basically, it just gives you temporary hit points, and it has fast healing. So.
Yep.
That's nice. Also,
I
from
got a white one.
nice.
Ironic.
Also from the loot, I got that minor disruption pistol, which is a level 7. It uses a lot of charges. However, it's much better, I think, than my little tiny static arc
crystal?
Yeah.
That you've been using since you joined the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, geez, that's been there for a while.
And then let's see. Also, I've got some serums myself. You can probably trust me though when I give them to you.
I don't like Razel's trusting anybody.
Don't take my word
That's
for
why I
it.
bought my own. That's why I bought my own. Get out of here.
You have daddy issues? Well, I'll turn him into a mommy.
Ew. Don't say that.
Chris.
And then, yeah, I mean, I got more like batteries and ammo and stuff because I need that.
I got a bunch of ammo.
Yeah.
I basically absorbed all of the Kishali batteries that we've accrued over the adventure.
Stop using that stupid voice changer, you dingus.
That's season.
That's what
Yeah.
she said.
So, there we go. We'll see how that goes.
Here we go. Sounds like a lot of good stuff, and I can't wait to see it pay off. Hopefully. I mean, the AC alone, that's crazy. I think being up in the 30s. So that's going to be big right there. So
I do still have one con damage.
okay. One Conarino.
Well, it's gonna fix itself when we go back.
Rest.
Yeah.
One day. Yeah.
One more rest, and it'll be fine until I get con damaged again, probably.
No, we just know not to open side rooms now.
Right, yeah.
I don't know how many more side rooms are gonna be.
That's how they
Everybody,
prevent
from
us.
here on out.
We are in the last book.
We're on book 6.
We're in book 6.
Yeah, book
We're in
6. How do you all
We
feel
kinda
about
end
that? I
the
mean,
I'm
we've
ready
been
for
doing
it to
this
be over.
2.5
Yeah.
years now.
I want new things. Not that I haven't enjoyed it. There have been some good times, but
Yeah.
I think all good things must come to an end,
And bad thing.
and bad things.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, it was a fun learning experience, like a new system and stuff.
100%.
So it was nice to kind of get out there and do some sci-fi type
Yeah.
stuff.
So, instead of high fantasy.
Yeah, personally, I prefer sci-fi over fantasy. But
I think I prefer high fantasy. I believe maybe.
yeah,
I guess it depends on the day. Like some days, like you're like, I feel like going stabbing some orcs, and then you go like, I want to fight some aliens.
I want to
feel
go
like stabbing
stab
some
some
orcs.
space orcs.
Space orcs, brother.
Sci-Fi Tuesday and Fantasy Friday.
There you
Fantasy
go.
Friday is something different.
Oh man, guys, I really regret not making a spork as my
What is-
character.
Spork.
Wow.
I mean,
Space
that'd
orc.
be kind of cool. Space. I know what it means.
So let's dive right in here. Last time, everybody, you got the control board. You headed back, and you had kind of this kind of scary, cool moment where. Well, I don't know. You tell me how you felt as you saw Osteth, fade away. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but you saw like all these blue lights going through all the robots and the circuitry throughout the system. And I don't think I made a point of it that it was the same blue light that Osteth made as she was shimmering away. So you were actually seeing her programming go into all of these various controller moons across the entire system. And then, she blinks out, but is able to write everything and open up that gate. And I just kind of want to get a feel for like what you guys are thinking as you're just seeing this massive hole tear in space. It's kind of like when you drive by like a car accident, I guess. Like it's horrendous, and it probably fills you with a lot of fear. But it's also just you can't take your eyes off of it. You're just seeing the fabric of space rip apart. This beautiful red, like fire-like light tearing through and opening up into this other plane. Kind of wondering what's going through everybody's mind as you're standing there.
I think, partially because Rats is the only one who could have understood what she was doing. We might infer what's going on, but I feel like Raquel specifically isn't sure if we... she thinks maybe our detour to Absalom Station caused us to lose so much time that this is the end. Maybe they already used that weapon. So like she has a moment of like just like that like gut-wrenching fear where she's like, oh my god, like her life almost flashes before her eyes. Because I mean she's not sure if this is the end or if this is like
if this
Yeah.
tear is
Yeah.
part of the weapon. Okay.
yeah.
Everybody else.
I would like to go last.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, I mean, Des make like we wouldn't have, like, we obviously couldn't understand what they were talking about, so I think it's just this all happening together, just like, oh, did we mess up? Like, we thought we had time, like, again, like, yeah, did we not? And instead of just like, oh, okay, I guess. Like, yeah, like, we don't know what happened, so there's not really lots, like, yeah, I guess fear would probably be the best thing, like, oh, shit, like, we really did fuck this up.
Razel's not very bright, so he just assumes it's working.
He assumes it's working.
That's just what Kevin thinks, too.
Also, that's what Kevin thinks, yeah. So he's just like, yes, let's get this over with.
Was that
I want to...
was that Krios that was just pushing the one button, or was this always?
Yes.
Okay. He's just calling back.
Yeah. It was Krios that did that. There was the button to fly. There was the button to land. It was all the same button, though.
Yeah.
Rats looks around at the lights. I feel like there's still kind of like that hum of the music, like fading out through this, like the gravitational waves kind of reverberating the music back on us. And he just kind of like to himself, he's like, I'm gonna do my best to make sure that your sacrifice wasn't in vain, Osteth. I'm not gonna miss you constantly asking me to do stuff for you, but I'm sad that it had to end this way.
Seb's gonna look at Rats like, is everything okay? Like, I don't know exactly what just happened, but something definitely did. As he's like looking around.
Oh my gosh, I forgot that you guys can't speak Kishali. Yeah, we fixed the gate. Like, everything's working fine. Osteth had to rip herself into 1,000 fragments. So she's not okay. But we should be able to get into the demiplane at least.
Okay, kind of a lot to process there.
Yeah, I've been dealing with a lot. I don't know if you could tell from my description of how things are going, but kind of a big moment here for us.
Yeah, I'd agree. So she just sacrificed herself? Just like that?
Yeah. It shows how dedicated she was to keeping this weapon out of people's hands.
Yeah, I mean, that takes guts, even though she didn't really have any real ones. But
She did at one point.
I guess you're right. At one point, good point, Razel. It's like, and Sev just kind of like, just takes a second. All right. I don't think I could do that.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, you're not a AI computer program, Sev.
Well, I mean, like, sacrifice myself. I don't think I could do it. Like everyone says they could do it. Like everyone's like, yeah, I'd do that. And then the moment comes and they don't, because you realize like, oh, wait a minute.
Have you seen that happen a lot?
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually. Not, I wouldn't say a lot, but enough. There's that, like, there's that moment of, like, that clarity when, they kind of put two and two together and you realize, like, oh, wait, I'm not making out of this. And, that's kind of a look you don't really get over. You know what I mean? Like, when you have that one, like, and he puts his hands in the air quotes, like, brave comrade who's like, you guys go, like, I'll stay and do this. And you're like, I mean, like, that's noble, but we could, just, I don't think I could do it.
Huh. Rats sits there for a minute. Like, it's just silent for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, like Sev like kind of scuffs his boot on the floor. And he's just like, yeah. He's like, sorry. That normally doesn't happen. It's just,
I just since I joined the Starfinders, I've kind of felt like I've been on a suicide mission the entire time, so I guess maybe it just came easier to me to basically sacrifice myself for the mission. I just keep coming through the other end. I don't know, maybe I got luck on my side, or maybe I am as good as I always said I was.
I mean, there's probably some merit to that, but I mean, you know, back before, like, not every mission I went on was a suicide mission, so maybe it's just you're used to it, you know? Like, it's not, you know, like, every mission wasn't like, all right, we're going to go to this planet and, like, retake it for the locals. It was like, all right, we're just going to go do, like, a patrol route, and like, maybe we might run into something. But it was always, like, those times. It was always those instances when you weren't expecting anything, when that, like, ideal of sacrifice, it was always, like, that was when it always clicked for people. Like, oh, this was supposed to be, like, you know, a routine thing, and all of a sudden, I am giving myself up. So, I don't know. I don't know. I guess if the situation... I don't know. And I guess good on you if you're willing to, you know, put your life down like that. I respect that. He kind of like bumps Raisley because I know this guy wouldn't do it.
Yeah, fuck no.
He had people do it for him.
Yep.
Raquel, anything to add?
Yeah, she's still trying. Like, she just now experienced such a wave of emotions. She thought she was dying right then and there, and then she gets the news that, no, we're fine, everything's working. And then she's like, oh, okay, relief. And then, oh, but someone did just sacrifice themselves. And now she's, like, sad again. So it kind of takes her a minute to, like, really realize what's happening. And she's just like, I mean, I know I wasn't really able to have any kind of connection with Ostith, but I mean, that kind of sacrifice is admirable. And I know I came to the realization a while ago that this is a much darker journey than I thought it was going to be. I mean, if the time has to come where I sacrifice myself, seeing her do it so willfully kind of helps ease some of that fear, because I mean, she could have, by doing that, easily just saved everybody. So I think it's worth it in the end.
I think that's
right.
I think that's the thing we all got to keep in mind here, is the stakes are higher than any mission I think that any of us have been on. If we fail here at the end, you know, Absalom's gone. Everybody we know is gone.
Yeah, I can pretty much guarantee this is probably the highest stakes I've ever had to deal with. There's not really a close second. There's like a wide gap. Like, I've been on my, like, don't get me wrong, I've done some, like, super dangerous stuff. Like, there have been, you know, I've gone on my own fair, like, of suicide missions, but it was never, hey, if you fail, like, the whole like universe or galaxy is doomed.
Rats tries to lighten the mood a little bit. He's like, but hey, Raquel, we'll get you back to that water cooler in one piece, okay?
Oh, thanks. Hopefully this kind of experience allows people to take me a little more seriously. And then she kind of looks around with, like, a little bit of panic in her face because she knows that she's not taken super seriously on the team.
The Rats has, like, a big cheesy smile, and he's, like, nodding his head.
Like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, Seth just kind of gives her a thumbs up and goes, I'm sure it will. Man, how many other people of your profession you're going to be able to go, like, yeah, I also saved the universe. That's a pretty big, like, you're going to get so much business.
I mean, respect is number one. All right, she just kind of, she takes a moment, like, okay, maybe they are being genuine with her. She's not sure if she should believe everybody, but she's choosing to.
So shouldn't we be getting back to the ship, or what's the deal here, rats?
Yeah, like I said, this has been a lot to take in. Let's head back to the ship.
So, like, as you guys are sitting there talking, you notice that all this information starts rolling up on the screen. It starts beeping as it's feeding this information about the Stellar Degenerator. And you get this, like, almost like a tactical overlay window pops up, and it's kind of like going through, showing, like, these different points lighting up. And you see that this thing is, like, registered, like, over 12 miles long.
So Rats catches this out of the corner of his eye, and he's like, "Oh, wait, hold on a second. We got more information here." He heads back over to the to this little control panel. Can I transfer this information to my data pad?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, if you want to go ahead and plug in where you access.
Do I need to make a computer's check to get this information, or is it, like, freely available?
Give me a computer's check.
You're basically an automatic pass anyway.
Yeah, I like rolling dice.
A lot of this data is going to come up, but there's a good reason to make a computer's check.
Okay. How is a 34?
34 is good.
That's a middle of the road roll for me.
Okay, so you're downloading all this data into your pad. You see that this thing is over 12 miles long. It's got its own gravity. You see that it's like in the shape of this continuous spiral. Looks like it was carved out of like a single giant block of stone. There's antenna popping out from all over the surface of the thing. There's capital weapons that are registered, inactive, but that you can see that they're mounted all over the entire thing. There's control structures just jutting out from it at random locations. At the very end of it, you see that there's like this dish-like device. According to the information you're pulling in, you see it's some sort of like energy collector. The engines and the weapons are all powered down, but you're still getting like this off-the-chart energy signature. You can just tell from these readings that this thing is just full of destructive potential. Also, with your computer's check, you're scanning around. You see that on the aft edge of this thing, towards the bigger end of the corkscrew, you see that there is a chunk of rock about 300 feet wide that has been neatly carved from out of there. And there's a handful of hatches that look like docking bays. And you realize that this is the portion of the drift rock that was carved from this. The thing that got you started on this entire adventure. You can see where it came from now.
What?
Mm-hmm.
There better not be any fucking Akatas on that thing.
Oh, no.
I think we can handle them now, though.
So when other than the corkscrew nature, the size and stuff was making me think of the Citadel from Mass Effect. Because I think in the lore, it's like... Would you say it was dozens of miles long?
12.
Yeah, like 12 miles long.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, the Citadel is like 40 kilometers or something. But then it, like, opens up into, like, where it has separate arms and stuff to where it can do, like, this, like, big blast. Spoilers for Mass Effect.
Damn it! I was going to play that tomorrow.
We'll wait till the remaster comes out.
Does the AP have any art for the Stellar Degenerator?
I do. I'll show you that in a little bit.
Did you say it do?
It do.
What'd it do?
I'm Google imaging search. There's only one picture that I see.
Yeah, I got it. I'll pull it up for you in just short order here.
I think this might be...
it looks like a
no,
Reaper.
it says Paizo Publishing, so this might be the one that you have.
Okay.
It's like a Halo ring.
Yeah, so I transfer the information over. That was basically all the relevant information, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's head back to the ship, and I'm assuming we'll see a blown-up picture of it when we start flying towards it?
Yeah, so as you disconnect the pad from the computer, and you're getting ready to turn to leave, a bunch of alarm klaxons go off again within this control center.
Beans.
You can always count on klaxons going off. There are numerous tactical maps that pop up showing the entire system. You see multiple ships moving in.
Oh no.
It seems to be like an entire fleet of ships. Rats, if you go over and you're looking at the computers, you don't even need to take a computer check to realize, because you've run into them enough, that these are Eoxian vessels. Amongst them are dozens and dozens of smaller ships. You see one giant ship. It's about 6 miles long, and it's moving in towards the gate.
Oh no.
Okay. I turn the gate off. They're like halfway through. I just hit the off button.
Right.
You're seeing all the display panels light up, and you're seeing this fleet move in. And as you're standing there watching this, and they're drawing closer and closer, all of a sudden, on all of these planetoids, you see a bunch of weapons that you previously did not know about begin to open from... There's like hatchways that open on the planet surface of each thing. The entire system gets lit up with laser fire, with projectile weapons. You can see that the fleet is now engaged with trying to destroy these things. I mean, it's like a freaking light show going across this entire sector of space. Lasers flying back and forth, smaller ships from the Eoxian naval flying around trying to deal with these things. All hell is breaking loose. You see that what you assume is the capital ship, the 6 mile long thing, it's moving towards the opening of the portal, where you can see the Stellar Degenerator just sitting there, motionless. And you can see that even though it's moving towards it very slowly, because it's still having to contend with all of this weapons fire. It's taken a lot of hits, but it's built for combat, and it seems like it's able to sustain itself as it moves towards this, towards the objective.
Holy shit.
Rats starts eating Rats starts eating popcorn. Where'd you get it?
I don't have any fucking popcorn.
It's like dumb jokes. Shut up.
Rats is standing over this console, and like the red lights from the klaxons are like lighting behind him, and like all of the laser fire is like lighting like a big blue flash, big green flash on his face, like just watching all this battle go on. And I guess, are we gonna have to just sneak through the middle of all of this shit going down?
Are you guys talking to each other? You're asking me?
I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Oh, me. Okay. So give me a either a computers check, or if anybody has a profession soldier check.
I think Kevin does.
Holy shit. I have profession soldier, guys.
Oh man, I got a really low roll.
I can't tell if he's just making, like, taking the piss, or...
I got a 28.
Oh, that is low.
I got less than that. 17.
All right, 28 on the computers check, 17 on the profession soldier check.
Correct.
Okay. You both realize this, but from vastly different perspectives. Rats, you see that the sheer number of weapons fire that's going on is more than enough to overwhelm even the most competent fighter, vessel, what have you. Razel, you understand that this is a tactical advantage. When you're in the heat of battle, you've used this probably several times before, distracting fire, harrying fire, to keep the enemy from focusing on you. So, you think that they are engaged enough with dealing with the system that you might be able to get out without even, if you wanted to just get the hell out of here and go back home, you could probably get by with no trouble. If you're sticking with the objective, you might be able to sneak around stealthily.
I want to get in there.
With Rats, you said you got a 28?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a 6 on the die.
Jeez. That's a hefty bonus, man. With the 28, even Razel should know this, that you are heavily outgunned in this situation. You know that going in guns blazing is probably not going to result in anything but your death. Sneaking by, even if you made it through, to try to destroy the Stellar Degenerator with just your weapons alone, you're probably not even going to make a dent. Trying to get on this thing and use this ancient technology could or could not be a way to do this. You feel like, given the situation, you got to deal with this capital ship, you got to deal with this navy, you got to deal with the Stellar Degenerator, and you put 2 and 2 together, you might be able to get on board the Empire, I almost gave it away. You might be able to get aboard the flagship before you would ever have a chance of reaching the Stellar Degenerator, and use that to steer the ship and send it on a collision course with the Stellar Degenerator and destroy both of them.
I'm down for that.
Okay. That's less exciting than getting on an ancient giant weapon, but okay.
I mean, it's certainly open for possibility, but tactically...
So me and Razel make eye contact, having the exact same realization.
Yeah, I mean, you both realize the tactical nature of the situation, that your enemy is distracted, but Rats, you're the only one that realizes that the biggest weapon that you have at your disposal to target the Stellar Degenerator is that capital ship. It's the biggest hunk of mass that you have out there right now.
Yeah, I just noticed that, like, a full-on assault would be pointless and dumb. You're the one who, realizes that our best course of action would be to board this Eoxian flagship and careen it. But Kevin is down for that.
Okay, well, Rats comes up with that plan in like half a second.
Of course.
And he turns around and he's like, okay, we're going to use all the chaos to try and weave through all of these ships and sneak aboard the capital ship. I think that's the only way we're going to be able to take out the Stellar Degenerator.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Well,
Hell yes.
And Sev kind of clasps Razel on his shoulder, like, well, looks like you get to do a little more combat flying, huh, bud?
Let's do it.
We have to set up a transmat so when we get there for other Guardians to land on the Dreadnought.
Okay, well, true to form, we're going to be making this up as we go, so let's head back to the ship and get the hell out of here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
It's the best way to do it, right? Make it up as you go.
Seems to work so far.
It's worked for 5 books so far. Let's make it 6.
Come on, Rats, don't be so nervous.
Did you see that monitor? How many ships are out there?
Yeah, but by the time we get there, most of them probably will be gone. He says that and he kind of nervously chuckles to himself, like, probably.
I sure hope.
On our way back to the ship.
So you guys are heading back. Give me a marching order.
I'm probably towards the back. I don't think I'd be leading this.
I think Razel's out front because he's just faster than everybody.
Yeah, I just moved my character on the thing. And Rats is laying down.
Yeah.
No, he's doing a handstand.
So we got Sev and Razel leading the group.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you leave the
sure.
control center. Is there anything other business that you wanted to? Is there anything we forgot?
There's that one room you wanted us to go into.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure that there was nothing else that you guys needed to do in here before you headed out.
Told you.
I don't think so.
No more side rooms.
Okay. That's right. No more side rooms.
I'm gonna mention that it's been several days since I did this, so prior to I guess I could have done this while we're running out. I'm gonna cast Life Bubble again.
Okay.
Okay.
I was just thinking about that the other day.
It's such a useful spell. I mean, you don't even need
Really is.
spacesuits. Yeah.
Nice to have on. It kind of completes the image.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you make your way out of the control center, leaving behind a place that for so long was lived in by two AIs who no longer exist. But one of them gave you the keys to getting to the Stellar Degenerator. You make your way out through the blown front door, down along the path. You get about, I don't know, you get past the place where you fought the Jub Snuff, and you see the ship on the landing pad. Everybody give me a perception check.
Oh no.
I'm sure this will be good, whatever we're about to perceive.
Absolutely.
Guys, I rolled well.
Nice.
What's your roll well though?
18?
Oh, okay. I got a natural 20 for a 36.
I got a natural 18 for 18.
Nice.
Okay.
I got a 32.
Jeez.
I rolled a 1 for 13.
13, all right.
Rats, you were casting Life Bubble and all that. You were distracted. It's okay.
Just to point out, at the start of this adventure, Rats was the least perceptive person.
Right.
And now he's got a plus 12. He's grown so much.
He's gotten so smart. It just kind of bleeds over into all of their skills.
He's so perceptive, but he's always thinking like abstractly, so he misses some of the things that are going on in front of him.
Yeah.
All right, so you all notice that as you're making your way. I'll go ahead and pull up the map here. I don't know if you can see the map on Roll20. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to open that up, Des. So you notice as you're making your way back, you're almost to the ship. You see over here to the southeast, just out of the thick, dense foliage, you see there's been a path that's been burned through, about maybe 10 feet wide, and it goes off into the woods. And you're standing there, and it's like, what the hell is that? And then you hear like a twig snap from down south, like right next to the pad. I need everybody to roll initiative for me.
Oh, no.
So we have this hanging over our heads, and something still wants to get us.
Another natural 20.
Hell yeah, bro.
Jeeves, warm up the ship.
I got a 6. Natural 6, I should say.
I was gonna say, I think you and I was the same initiative. But I think we're better than
All right, Sev, you got a natural 20. What's the total out?
28.
28. All right, Raquel,
19.
19.
Brian, was that 2 natural 20s?
Yeah,
Damn.
bro.
Damn!
The click gods are smiling upon me, just like the coconuts gods.
Rats, what did you get?
I got a 17.
17. And Razel.
14.
All right, let's double check these since this thing likes to screw it up. Sort it. All right, so Sev got a 28. I've got Raquel at a 19, Rats at a 17, and Razel at a 14.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, good job, Eurolab. This is going to be fun.
For who?
For me, sarcastically.
Oh,
I can't. I want to punch something
Okay,
with
so
my new stuff.
you don't see anything, but you heard something definitely come from this brush down south, probably about 30 feet away from you. And let me double check this here. Just check my range here. You see a grenade fly out of the bush and land.
A green
A
aid.
grenade fly out of the bush, and it's going to land right here next to Sev, who's at the front. I may not.
Oh, is it a reflex save?
I may not have got
Reflex
this.
save.
Okay, let me check my range increment here. Okay, actually, I think it's only one range increment, so it's AC 5. So yeah, I got it. So it lands with an 8. I got it.
I jump on it.
He jumps on it.
Save my
cuts it.
friends.
I need everybody to make a reflex save.
11.
23.
All
Mine's
right.
not great. Mine's a 13.
Okay. What rats get?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, so you see this grenade land. It's blinking, 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 and you recognize it right away that it's a flash grenade. So you all, like, somebody shouts, like, "Cover your eyes!" You all are able to cover your eyes, and it has no effect on you.
Oh, damn.
Nice.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah. Okay. So now it is Seb's turn. You've seen this grenade
See-
fly out.
Yeah, but I can't see who's in the.
Yeah, you can.
Like, you didn't see who threw it?
Yeah, you can kind of see like bodies in there, but you can't make out what they are. But there's definitely something in there. They're right on.
Come out, cowards!
Yeah, you saw it fly from over this direction.
To the south.
Well, we could just wait for the plants to eat them.
It's true.
Sev's gonna move 30 feet, like just run over and try to get some cover within some of the bushes, and he's gonna. Oh, I don't know what I want to do here. Like, do I just take a pod shot into the wood or into
Perception check?
the brush?
maybe?
Yeah, actually, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, so he's gonna run over, try to give himself a little bit of cover,
All right,
and he's gonna try to.
roll a perception check right there.
Oh no.
I can't wait for me to get attacked from behind.
Yeah, something just grabs you and pulls you. We never see
31.
Sev again.
31. Okay, as you run up and you stop right there, you sense that there's somebody just behind the foliage there.
Right next to him?
Yeah, right next to you. You run up, you see something moving there.
Yeah, like as I was running up, I drew my minor disruption rifle. So like they're right behind me.
They're
Like,
just to the left of
I
you.
have, like, okay, so like yeah, like he's like pulling his rifle out. So he kind of turns and I have the bayonet. So can I not just stab at it?
Yeah, you can.
All right, yeah, bet. Yeah, so he's like running up and he's like, all right, I'm gonna get to cover. And as he pulls the rifle off his back and he kind of like slides in to get behind some of like maybe this foliage. And then as he's like his heavy breathing, he kind of gets this sense of something right next to him, and he kind of swiftly turns and like jets his new bayonet onto at this unseen enemy. That's a 28 against KAC
That's a hit.
for 23 damage slashing.
23 slashing. So you stab in. You kind of hear the clank of your blade on some metal, and you hear like this. "Ah!"
Guys, watch out! They could be surrounding us.
Oh, no.
Okay, now it's this next guy's turn, and another grenade comes flying your direction.
Who's your?
The group up here, like right in the middle of Rats, Raquel, and Razel. So I got that again. Okay, one range increment. So yeah, I got that again. So I need another reflex save from everybody but Sev.
27.
At 15.
Ooh, that's close. 26.
Okay, so yeah, I mean you've seen this rodeo before, so you guys are able to jump out of the way, whatever it is, to avert your eyes again, and you take no effect.
Hell yeah.
All right, it is. You guys are gonna be like, "What the?"
Could What's his Sev? See who he's fighting? Like what is?
I have not seen what's attacking me.
You see like a humanoid figure, but I mean it's still like pretty dense, so you can't quite make out what it is yet. So you hear like the sound of this like this high pitched whine, like somebody turning on some like electronic equipment or something. You just hear this high pitched whine, and this guy steps out guarded steps out behind you. I'll go ahead and reveal him. You see that you are staring at this undead skeleton corpse person.
That is exactly what I'm staring at.
Skeleton warriors.
Let me blow this up for you.
Oh, that's dope.
So,
that is pretty cool.
Yeah, so you see like this.
Looks like Doom.
He's gonna
Yeah,
punch me.
exactly. And he's got like this huge like metal armor on. It's almost made out of some like plastic alloy as opposed to metal. And he's got this massive gun. It's glowing green. He's wearing this face mask that's glowing green. And you see on his right arm that there's this gauntlet, and it's just pulsing with electricity, and he goes to punch you. That's a natural
Probably gonna
20.
hit me, too.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Nice knowing you guys.
You're fine.
All right, this is 28 points of damage, half bludgeoning, half sonic, and it has the knockdown property. So he hits you so hard that he throws you to the ground.
Jeez.
Wow. Oh yeah. Okay. Isn't it a DC or is it just automatic?
I
Is
don't
it a
have a
save?
save here at all for that. It's just part of the.
I can look it up.
Yeah, go ahead and look that up. But yeah, I don't see a save.
It just
for
says the
at all.
target's knocked prone.
With the knockdown weapon fusion or critical effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's no save.
Okay, so that is his turn, and now another guy steps out right in front of Sev.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so this guy steps out, and he has a rifle in hand, and he's gonna
Joke's on you, fool. I'm immune to those.
take a shot with that. All right, that's a 29, but I think there's a penalty at firing at somebody's prone, so don't forget that with your AC.
Oh, he's shooting?
Yep.
It's +4 to your AC.
Yeah, I know.
So that's a 29 against your AC.
Which one?
EAC.
That's a miss.
Okay, so he steps out,
Wait, I'm
standing
I'm
over
sorry.
top of you.
What did you. I'm sorry. What did you roll again?
I got 29.
29.
That's exactly my AC with the bonus. Never mind.
Okay, so he looks straight down at you, eyes right behind the barrel, takes a shot.
Seth gives up. I'm gonna get my shit clocked if I try to do anything here.
All right, that's
Oh, okay.
16.
2 seconds ago, you were like, "Oh, there's 50 ships up there. We'll be fine." He gets punched once, and he's like, "I give up."
Well, I mean, I can't. It's not. No, it's me. It's like I can't get up because I'll take 2 attacks of opportunity.
That's
you have
16
a sword
points.
attached to your gun.
That's 16 points of damage as these like 2 darts come out of the barrel, pierce your body. That's half acid,
lost
half piercing damage.
I've lost half of my stamina in 2 hits.
You don't. It's Pathfinder. You don't take an attack of opportunity for standing up.
Oh, I thought you did.
Nope. It's just 3 things.
All right. Devastating opening for Sev. Raquel, you're watching this unfold from across the way. What are you doing?
Okay.
Don't just stand there. Help me, you fucking idiots.
Well, I don't have the map up, so
You're about 25 feet to the east of where Sev is.
from where I am, I pull out that minor disruption pistol, and I believe I can boost it, right? Because I'm not moving.
Yes, a move
Okay.
action to boost.
Okay, so it's gonna take 4 charges to do this, but I'm going to target the enemy north, like to the north of Sev.
Okay.
That is going to be... Sorry, I'm counting on my fingers. 23 to hit.
23 to hit.
EAC.
Yes.
And that's EAC, that's a hit.
Okay, and then I get an extra d6 for that boost. Oh, that was pretty good. 21 points of damage.
Alright, 21 points of sonic damage.
Yes.
Alright, so you blast him across the way, and you hear him kind of grunt, but it's not like he's bellowing in pain or anything like that.
Okay.
Okay, rats. You just saw Raquel take a shot. What do you do?
That's a good question. I'm going to throw out a level 2 spell that I know called Command Undead.
Nice.
I'm going to do it on the... Who did you just shoot?
The one to the north of Sev. Yeah. Like in that corner.
I'm gonna attempt to command the southern one, the one with the rifle trained at Sev point blank.
Okay.
It's a will save.
Alrighty. Jeez, that's a huge dice. I'm gonna stop using that. That's a 15 will save.
Oh yes, that's a fail.
Nice.
Alrighty.
This guy's our friend now.
Shoot his
I'm
other
gonna
friend.
put a heart on him.
Okay, let's go through Command Undead one more time, because I think it's been a while since I've actually cast this.
Well, it's been since what? Samantha, right?
Yeah, since Samantha. This
Successfully cast it.
Right. This spell allows you a degree of control over an undead creature. If the target is intelligent, it perceives your words and actions favorably. Treat its attitude as friendly. It will not attack you while the spell lasts. You can give the target suggestions, but you must succeed at an opposed charisma check to convince it to do anything it wouldn't ordinarily do. An intelligent, commanded undead never obeys suicidal or obviously harmful suggestions, but it might be convinced to do something very dangerous. It might be convinced that something is very dangerous is worth doing.
Okay.
These guys are intelligent, so the unintelligent thing doesn't matter. Any act by you or apparent allies that threatens the commanded undead breaks the spell. You command the undead creature by voice, and it understands you no matter what language you speak.
Okay. So essentially, he's not going to attack you. He's open to suggestion, but in order to convince him to do anything he wouldn't normally do, there's an opposed charisma check.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so you cast this spell, and you see, like, he's staring down at Seb, and then all of a sudden it's like he looks up, and he looks, like, over towards you. And he seems very calm and passive for the moment.
Rats is like, dude, Robbie, you're obviously way too tired, man. You need to just sit down and take a break, okay? This battle stuff it's way too stressful for you. You know your heart's not going to take it.
You know what? You're right. I've worked so hard to try to make myself get up in the ranks. I should be the one in charge of this squad, and now I'm not. I think I will sit down.
How long does this
And he sits.
spell last for?
Like 24 hours?
It lasts
Or no,
one
it's
day
one-
per level.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So this guy's my best friend for 10 days.
He's going to sit there for a week and a half, and then after, like, that week and a half, he's like, what was I doing again?
Oh my god,
my
everyone's dead.
Everyone's dead.
And he looks down at his hands. I'm dead.
Now does that... You still have a move action, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna What do I want to do? That's a standard.
Remember, to the south is where you saw some grenades fly from earlier. If you're
Yeah, I definitely want to get away from the rest of the people so they don't keep throwing grenades at me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call, because I transferred over my weapon fusion, I'm going to call my my disruption pistol, minor disruption pistol. Swift action, call it to my hand. It, just apparates into my hand as I run off towards this brush down to the south of us. 10, 25. I don't want to get right up on it, but I want to get away from grenade range from these guys. Actually, I'm going to run over by Robbie. Get over by my best friend Robbie, who has a bad undead heart, with my gun out. Don't worry, Robbie, I'll protect you.
I appreciate that. You know, nobody ever looks out for me. They just think I'm the bottom of the rung. Well, I appreciate having a friend.
Well, not today, Robbie. You're gonna be top of this squad by the end of this fight.
I like you.
I like you too, buddy.
Rats, go ahead and roll me a perception check as you move over that way, too.
Okay. You notice there are 20 more enemies.
Yeah, I say, there's another guy in there.
That's a really bad perception check. I got a 14.
Okay, that's still enough to notice that you hear some rustling down south, closer to the pad where your ship is.
Rustling. My old nemesis.
Old Nemesi. All right, so you're standing there, and a shot rings out from where you kind of heard that noise. Let's see.
Oh my god.
Be,
I'm sorry.
27 against your EAC.
Rats hears that rustling, and as the... What kind of shot is coming out at me, Chris?
You hear... It sounds like a gunshot. Like a projectile.
Like a bullet?
Yeah.
Okay. Rats totally just 100% rips off the Neo, backwards lean thing from the Matrix. Okay. It just dodges the shit out of this bullet.
Holy crap, that is amazing. Okay, so yeah, a shot rings out from the bushes, flies right over your stomach as you're backflipping, and goes off past Razel and Raquel into the woods. Nice. And from down here, down south in the bushes, on the other side, away from Rats and Sev, another shot rings out at Razel.
I rolled really low on initiative.
I'm going to go ahead and make sure that is equipped for this guy. Okay.
This is a gun? A real gun?
As opposed to what, a fake gun?
All right, that is going to be a 34 against your EAC.
Oof. Yeah. EAC.
EAC. Let me make sure I got this right, because it does acid and piercing. So I would assume I would lean towards the EAC, but I don't know. Let me double check here. Yeah, I'm just seeing the acid damage, so it does say projectile though, so I guess that would be KAC.
Yes.
You concur?
All right.
I concur.
Hold on.
I'm 90% sure it should hit KAC because it's a projectile weapon that's dealing split damage, and half of the damage is energy.
Okay. In that case, Seb might not have taken that other damage, so I want to make sure that I got that right.
Is it a weapon fusion that causes it to do?
No, it's actually darts that are filled with acid.
It's the type of ammo.
Yeah.
It's like your punchy thing. Like you put explosive rounds in it, it deals half fire. It's still a kinetic attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if it's kinetic,
So it's a dart, so it's a kinetic attack, so it would be against KAC.
so that would have missed.
That would have missed
No, that
Sev.
would've hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and take that damage
Was it
off. your-
16?
I believe it was 16.
In rare cases, a weapon's
Yeah, it
damage
was
type can be
16.
magically altered with weapon fusions, but this never changes whether a weapon targets EAC or KAC.
Okay, so his shot, Rob's shot didn't hit Sev. So you take off that 16. It was 16.
All right, Rob, you're still cool with me.
All right.
Robbie, get it right.
So that shot missed, and it is now Razel's turn.
Finally, Jesus. Wait, so how much damage did you do to me?
Let's see. Oh, I did hit, even though it's KAC with a 34.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
100%.
Let's see. It's acid. That is going to be 17 points of damage, half of each, as it like finds a weak spot in your armor. You feel like this burning sensation.
I think I need new armor now, guys.
You just got that armor raised.
This armor sucks! I think pretty much Yeah, I'm going to move towards the guy that Raquel shot at. It's exactly my movement, so no need to charge or anything. Swift action, activate Frenzied Fighting. This will last for 3 rounds. Let me go ahead and activate that on my sheet, and then I'm going to punch with my fist. That is a 27 against KAC.
That is a hit.
29 slashing damage.
29 slashing. Okay. Yeah, and as you strike down, you deliver this crazy blow to him, but you feel like some of that damage was absorbed by his incredibly dense armor.
He's got DR.
Okay, and then there is, let's see, one from downtown, back in the hedges to the south. There's one shot that rings out, and it's targeting Raquel. So another one of these. It's more like a sound that comes out instead of an explosion. It's more like a shoop. Might have missed. That's a 22 against your KAC.
It does miss.
Does miss. So yeah, another shot rings out of the bushes.
I feel
And-
like, if you don't mind, because this is all like happening so close together. When I shot with that pistol, I'm not used to it having so much power behind it. So I feel like the kickback on it caused my shoulder to kind of move a little bit to the kind of back a little bit, which caused whoever's firing at me to miss because it was real close.
Okay. Yeah, like the gun, like you missed and that sucked, but it actually saved you from getting hit.
Yeah. Well, my shot hit, but the
okay.
kickback, because like
The recoil
That's
pushed
what
you
it
back
is.
like a
That's what
Gotcha,
it
gotcha. Yeah, so this thing just whizzes like right by your shoulder. You hear the whistle of the dart. Round 2. So I'm going to go ahead and have this guy move. No, he cannot move. So he is going to pull out his gun, and he's going to fire from the bushes again. You can't see him because he can't move. He had to pull out his gun. He's going to target... no, he's going to go after rats. So... fire this. That's a low roll. I don't think I got you. 22 against your KAC.
That's a miss.
Okay.
So this time, actually, the bullet it's a bullet, Chris.
That's a dart.
Like a projectile?
Yeah, it's like a dart.
Okay, so the dart fires out. It's coming straight at Rat's head, and he pulls up an arm and hits one of those hard light plates on his armor and deflects it.
Nice.
Like Wonder Woman.
Wonder Rats.
And then he shakes out like a tuft on his head, his hair.
Okay, so yeah, Sev, you're down on the ground. You hear like the clank off of Rat's armor, and you got two guys standing over you. What are you gonna do?
Sounds like my Saturday night. Anyway, Sev's kind of like, he's like he got knocked back from this punch, so he's like kind of dazed, and he kind of like slowly like he's gonna get back up, like his rifle hand. He's like, all right. He's like, didn't really expect that. So he's like, you have a fist, but I have a knife, so I think I might win this. So he's gonna try to like stab him with his bayonet again.
Oh, the guy that knocked you down?
Yeah. Okay. I didn't hear no bell. 32 to hit.
That'll do.
20 damage.
20.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, 30, because it's -2 for slashing, but...
Okay, that still hits, so it's 20 damage?
Yes.
Alright, like, Razel, you feel like, you did some damage, but the knife kind of clanks off the armor some, and you don't feel like it all went through. And this guy, like, he just got hit by Razel, hit by you, and he, like, throws his arms, like, down and like, screams to the heavens, and he says, "For Eox!" And it is...
Because you're insane.
Okay. This next guy, he's going to step out of the bushes from the south here. So, this sucks working with layers on this.
Yeah.
Alright, so he is going to step out into the open here, and he's going to take a shot at Raquel.
Alright. Bring it.
That's a natural 2, so that's only a 19 for him.
Does not hit.
Alright. So, yeah, these guys call themselves tough shits, huh?
So that guy still punched me for like 30 damage. I think that's...
Alright, this guy here is going to... Gosh, he's got 2 guys on him. I forget what Razel did. Razel hit him pretty hard. So he's going to full attack. No, he's not going to full attack. He's just going to take 1 attack here on Sev.
Well, also Razel's frenzied fighting, so he's like almost like crazy. He's like super like coming at him with like yelling and shit.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to just roll a d20 because this guy's disciplined. He knows
who's the bigger threat.
Yeah, he knows who's the bigger threat, but he also has his target here, trying to wear everybody down, so he doesn't want to spread his attacks out too much. But I'm going to go ahead and roll a d8 and see who he actually decides to go for here. So I'm going to actually have him... even is Sev, odd is Razel. Okay, so I rolled a 3. So he's going to guarded step back up to keep himself out of harm's way from Sev, and then he's going to throw 1 punch with this pulse gauntlet. That's a natural 1.
Nice.
Question.
Yes.
I have an ability that says whenever an adjacent foe attempts to take a guarded step away from you, would that count? He's technically, like, it doesn't specify whether he has to stay in
like melee range.
What's the idea of the ability here? He stepped away, but is it so you can attack him?
I can, as a reaction, step towards him and take an attack.
It's just even if he's doing a guarded step, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
It's specifically when he takes the guarded step.
Okay, then yes, you can attack him.
Okay, so I think I have to move. So, but I just have to stay within melee range of him. So I'm going to get in between him and Sev, and then do a reaction attack. 3 on the die. That's a 19 against KAC.
That is a miss.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
It's also a bummer you got in my way, but...
All right. So for the fumble, this is going to be kinetic. Okay, you are. makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's called It's Sharper Than I Thought. So, he is poisoned. Okay. And I like this poison. This is a fun poison. Treat as blue Winnis. So I'll figure out what that means for him. I remember reading about it, but I don't remember exactly like how it starts out. But yeah, I guess he tries to strike at you, misses and scrapes part of his. Or wait, can he be poisoned? I don't think he can be.
No, I don't think undead.
No, he can't be poisoned. Okay, so yeah, I got it right here. Undead immunities, poison. So yeah, I mean, he just throws his arm as hard as he can and kind of misses and strikes against a really sharp thorn in the foliage there. And this sickly looking ooze starts coming out of the branch, but it doesn't seem to faze him. So that's his turn. Alright, and now Robbie sits down, finally, because he couldn't sit down when he was told to, because he had to wait till his turn. Sits down, says,
This is quite nice. I really like this. Thank you for allowing me to take a break. My boss over there won't let me sit for a minute.
Robbie, you're going to be making the rules.
Oh, well, cool. I don't think I've ever had to make the rules before. It's a new learning experience. Maybe you could tell me how to do it.
I think you're doing a great job right now. You could just contemplate how you're going to run things when you're in charge.
All right, well, rule number 1, my break is at least 10 minutes. No, 15.
Until...
and it's Raquel's turn.
I got a question.
Yes.
What kind of damage do those darts do?
They do piercing and acid.
Did you hit me with it? With a dart?
I don't remember at this point.
Because I have acid resistance 5.
I don't think I hit you with it. I'm not sure. If I hit you this round, it was with a dart.
Not this round. It was...
this combat. If I hit you this combat, it was with a dart.
Okay, then I want to add 5 points to my health.
Okay.
My stamina.
Okay. Raquel, you see Robbie sit down.
All right. First off, I like the idea that when this combat's over and Robbie's still just chilling, he's going to have the memory, right? He'll remember what happened. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's just going to be like, you know what? I actually did kind of like that guy because I did want to be in charge. All right, so now that she's been getting shot at a few times, Raquel, she goes ahead and levels another shot on the guy north to Sev. Is there also someone in between Sev and that guy?
That's me.
Yeah. So she levels another shot, but doesn't boost it this time. So let's see if that hits. That is going to be an 18 to hit. Did we say that was KAC or EAC? Maybe? Major
EAC, it's a sonic weapon, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You said 18?
Yes.
That is a miss.
Okay. All right. So she tries to hit, and she's just too frazzled right now because there's gunfire coming at her too. So she takes off to the east, jogging about 10 feet to get a little bit of cover. I think, I mean, I can't move it right now, but I think that'll put me kind of in that corner of the bush, just trying to get some kind of cover and regain her concentration.
Okay, smart move. Yeah, you were standing out there in the open, mm-hmm. and so cover is definitely good. Rats.
Okay, Chris, would you say that there are 2 solid points worth of trees that I could connect something to? Where that visible guy is?
The guy
towards the bottom.
You mean down here in the southeast from you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's enough there that you could. I mean, I think we've got like a 10, 15 foot span there.
Okay, I'm going to try to catch both of these guys in a laser net.
Okay.
So Rats casts Laser Net. The spell creates a net of dangerous lasers between two solid points. The net can appear only if there are appropriate anchoring surfaces at both ends of the beams, such as two walls, a wall, and a ceiling, or the like. So I'm picking two tree trunks.
Okay. What's the area of the, like, how much does it cover?
This is its effect lasers in a 20-foot radius spread.
Okay. So is this something that it's going to hit them and they take damage immediately, or they like run through it and they take damage?
It says creatures that move through the laser net must succeed at a reflex saving throw or take 1d6.1 plus 1 fire damage per 5 feet of lasers they move through.
Okay.
Creatures that move no more than 5 feet in the lasers receive a plus 2 circumstance bonus, but creatures that move more than 15 feet through the lasers in a single turn take a negative 2 penalty.
You said that. What was the shape of this again?
It's a 20-foot radius spread. I know that there's another guy lower in the brush, so I would like to try and put as much space between us and them, but also catch both of them in the laser grid.
All right, go ahead and move it where I've given you control, so you can go ahead and move it where you want.
Is that... wait. Is that good?
Yep, that's fine.
Right there, that should catch both. That should catch both of them.
Okay. What is the spell again, so I can just have the context of it?
It's called Laser Net. So basically, if they try and move through the laser grid, they're going to start taking fire damage.
Okay. All right. That is a good battlefield control spell.
So Rats raises both of his hands up in the air, like he's still got his gun in one hand, but he kind of looks like a puppeteer for a minute. Like he's like basically stitching these lasers to different connecting points in the trees. And then after this grid has been set around these guys, I'm gonna move more center between them and Raquel, just to try and be a bigger target.
Okay. Trying to get them to leave her alone.
Yeah.
All right. That's a pretty cool spell. Is that a new one you got?
Yes, this is one of the ones that I needed to rest in order to
Okay. That
be able to cast.
That could be huger than you know right now. Okay, so
I'd say it's about 40 feet.
I think I know what it is. All right. So let's see these guys. What are they going to do here, real quick? I'm going to get this one guy's going to step out of the bushes, pretty close to where Ratch just left from, and he is going to... Oh, I gotta go ahead and send him to the right layer here. I wish there was a quick way. I think there's a shortcut to make that easier, but I don't know what it is. So he steps out, and you can see that he's just as imposing as everybody else. These guys are like 6.5 feet tall, 7 feet tall. And he's got his laser rifle leveled. Let's see, how can we... Yeah, I'm going to have him step out about 10 feet, just shy of this laser net, and he's looking at it, and he looks at Rats, and he's going to take a shot with his rifle. Okay, that's going to be 28 against your KAC.
Yeah, so Rats is, like, he's had his hands up casting this spell. He just leans forward, like, arms outstretched, and basically the bullet just flies over his shoulders. He's just, ducking, dodging,
And
diving, and dodging all of these shots.
Who speaks Eoxian, by the way?
I believe
Phrasal.
I do.
I believe Seb does.
I
as
think
well.
I speak every single language ever.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So
I do as well. So everybody.
Okay, so
here-
everybody will understand this. Okay.
We all picked up conversational Eoxian when we were on the planet.
So you hear this guy that just levels a shot at rats and misses. You hear him like, and he looks over to Rob and he says,
Coral, get up off your ass and help us. We have to level these guys now.
and then another guy steps out of the brush, just near where this guy that was speaking. This is so insane.
How many guys are there, Chris?
100. And why were they all hiding in bushes?
Peekaboo
They
camera.
just really like bushes. And there's bushes that eat them. Like, what the hell? Oh, because they're undead, they don't like it.
So this guy runs out, gets just north of the guy that just fired at rats. And he's also holding one of these rifles. And you can see, like, part of his skull is, like, bashed in. So one of his eye socket cavities is, like, open. He's going to turn around and he's going to fire at Sev.
Okay.
Let's see here. Which one is he? Just to make sure I got him right. Keep me honest with this ammo that I'm using. No. Oh, I think I just took his ammo away from somebody else. Sorry, guys. That's going to be a 31 KAC.
Yep.
Right, that's 16. No, wait. Okay. No, that is 13 points of acid and piercing damage.
I don't like that.
I don't like that. Is it my turn yet, Chris?
No. All right.
Another guy steps out from the
There's
bushes.
a guy.
There's 8 more guys back
Now,
there.
tell me, I'm looking up the text of this. If they remain in the net, do they automatically take damage or only if they move?
Nope, they have to move for them to take damage, which is kind of a bummer. I really wish it would do, like, standing damage, even if it was a little amount.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to have this guy... I got to send this to the back because it's... Alright, so there's a guy... Another guy steps out of the bushes. So he is going to have to make this reflex save. Alright, creatures move to the net must succeed. So I moved no more than 5 feet, so I get a +2 circumstance bonus to the saving throw. So 15 in his reflex. So that's a 20 on the reflex save. You have to let me know if I made it.
Yep.
Okay. So
It's DC 19.
oh, all right. So if I would have moved farther than or if I would have moved 15 feet or more, then I would have failed because of the penalty. So he steps out and he's going to fire at. Jeez, he wanted to fire at Raquel, but I don't think he's got a line of sight on her.
There we go. That's what's up.
Let's see. I got the top corner. I think he's gonna have to go after Rats. Rats put himself between, so he gets his wish. That is a 34 KAC.
So all these other combatants have stepped out. Ratz's attention is divided. He's been dodging left and right, and this shot just pegs him square right in the chest, I guess.
So that's gonna be 17 points of acid damage as these 2 darts come out and strike true. And now the long-awaited turn of Razel.
Yay!
And we'll see you next week.
So Razel is frenzied fighting. He's so pissed that he missed that last shot, and he goes and does a full attack on this guy that knocked down Sev earlier.
Kevin, can you just say that Razel looks like a wacky arm flailing inflatable tube man when he's frenzied fighting?
Yeah.
Well, that's canon.
Man, that rolled off of a 20. That's fucking ass. It's an 18 and a 14
Against KC.
against
That's a
KC.
miss and a miss.
Oofo doof.
Oh, Razel is like, what's going on? What? He's just so enraged right now.
He's like got blood in the eyes, yeah.
All right. Another guy steps out of the bushes. Yeah, I just want to get him out at this point because. So, and he is also going to fire at rats with his acid darts. You get the feeling by now these guys are all wearing uniforms. You feel like you're dealing with a squad of Marines or commandos or something. And they seem to be working in tandem pretty well, targeting specific people. So this
Is he gonna make his reflex save, Chris?
Yes. So he moved 5 feet, so he gets a +2 to the reflex save. I think I got it. That's yeah, it's like 22.
Yep.
Okay. How long does this net persist?
100.
100? Okay.
It's 10 minutes.
Okay, alright. Alright, so for the
Might as well be 100
for
then.
the attack, that's a 32 against your KAC.
This is against me again?
Yes, against rats.
Yeah. Stunned from being shot in the chest. Rats gets shot in the chest again.
I know your AC's in the 30s now, right?
It is exactly
Oh, okay,
30,
all right.
both of them.
So now I don't sound like an asshole when I say 32.
Well, you still sound like an
An asshole.
All right, so
I want you to say numbers that are less than 30.
when I miss, I'm not an asshole. All right, so
That's a fair statement.
So you see this guy that steps out. As much as this corpse can grin, he grins as he fires these shots. Dead center hits you for 17 points of damage. Half acid, half piercing.
This sounds familiar.
As we stand now, you guys are starting to see that you are surrounded by a small squad of these undead corpse members. They are in military garb. You've befriended one of them who's refusing to do anything right now. The rest of them trying their damnedest to take you out. Razel, you got the 1-2 punch. You miss, but you feel like this guy that you're fighting is kind of backing down on his last legs. Sev, you took a wallop in the beginning, but you're back up. You're fighting. Raquel, you're trying to support your allies as best you can, but you needed to take some cover. And Wrath is doing some amazing battlefield control, backflipping, doing all of these amazing moves, but he took a couple of shots towards the end. It's round 3, and we'll pick that up next time.
Next time on Adventure Awaits.
I can't wait to get a half hour into the episode and it's my turn.
Yeah.
Hello, all you beautiful people. Des here with patron shoutouts. Thank you to our lovely patrons iPosk, Ultrawave7, Mary Geislink, Adam Wendell, Josh Gamble, Cody Rutherford, and our newest addition to the bunch, Rennis Tora. Welcome to the A-Team. If you would like to hear your name at the end of episodes and have access to exclusive content, head on over to patreon.com/AdventureAwaitsPodcast. We hope you enjoyed this week, and we'll see you next week.
Make sure to check out our website at adventureawaitspod.com. There you can find links to our Facebook and Twitter and keep up to date when we release new episodes. And a big thanks to Sirenscape for providing music and sound effects. Check them out at sirenscape.com, where you can revolutionize your tabletop gaming experience.